You go on a first date with someone. What habit or characteristic is a deal breaker? 1. Spending the whole time on their phone. 2. They only want to talk about themselves. I once had a 2-hour blind date. By the end I knew everything about this girl. I knew all of her cats by name and what their favorite movies were. She asked me literally nothing, and just kept jumping from topic to topic. At the end of the date, she wanted to trade numbers and I couldn't help but ask, "What's my name?" And she didn't know. So Elle just paid for my meal and left. 3. I've seen being rude to waitstaff a dozen times in here. Are that many people rude to waiters? 4. I was once set up to go on a blind date with this girl. We were given each other's email addresses and so I hit her up. We exchanged a few pleasantries, then set up a date time to finally meet. The day of, I get an email from her in the morning with an attachment. I open up the attachment, and there is a questionnaire with like 25 to 30 questions on it. She requested I kindly fill out the questionnaire before we meet. I quickly reviewed the questions before sending her a reply saying that it's probably best we don't meet. I don't know what characteristic she embodied, but Elle'd say that was a deal breaker. 5. If they are hard to talk to. Might not make them a bad person, but obviously there is no chemistry if all I get are one-word answers where they also don't reciprocate questions. So you're a teacher, right? Yep. Well, that's cool. What grade? Second. Ah, what a great age. That's like the perfect time cause kids still kind of like school. Uh-huh. Check please. 6. Too much discussion about money. 7. Being a know-it-all. I had lunch with someone who called the table salt sodium chloride and used the bread as a way to tell me everything he knew about complex carbohydrates, some of which wasn't even correct, and their connections to evolutionary theory. Just felt like he was compensating for something. 8. One of my best friends casually began to date one of my ex-girlfriend's friends. He was really starting to like her and took her out on consistent dates, a few sleepovers, etc. My ex-girlfriend told me this girl was texting her about her date with my friend later that night. My ex asked her if she was into him as much as he was. Her literal response was, "No, but free food is free food." I was hurt for him. Devastated. I didn't want him to feel what I felt and I wasn't even the one dating her. I took my friend, roommate at the time also, aside that afternoon and asked him to please delete her number and never talk to her again. I didn't say why. I just asked him to trust me and to please stop seeing her. It's for the honest best. Knowing me for years and years, he politely accepted my request and deleted her, without question. He knew I knew something and understood I was helping him avoid emotional pain and disappointment. He is too nice of an individual to experience that. Trust goes a long way.